everyone. As you might know, I'm passionate about electric scooters and I did a lot of reviews. I ride a lot of electric scooters and most of them are fast, so they can get up to 80, 90, 100 kilometers per hour. So you really need a real helmet to ride them, and there's the issue with that, especially now that weather is getting colder in my area. Besides using the helmet, you also need to use gloves, and when you get a call and you need to answer it, it gets complicated as you need to stop, take your gloves off, take the helmet off, and answer to your phone. It's not really nice. Sometimes you would like to continue your trip, especially if you are in a hurry, or maybe you cannot stop safely at that moment. Well, you can ignore sometimes the phone call, but sometimes you need to answer. So you could do something. You could get a pair of cheap earbuds, but that's not the solution because they need touch control, most of them, so you need to press them, and kind of defeats the purpose. So they might be good for listening to music and that's all, but not answering mobile phone calls. So this device comes into aid. It's the Lexin LX-B4FM Motocom, and this is a highly advanced solution. It's a lot of devices into one single device, and I'm not going to keep you very long with this, but you can pause the video actually and look at all those functions. So this is a full duplex four-way conference communication between 4 devices, so you can ride with friends and communicate with them. It's an intercom, works for up to 2 kilometers range, so you don't need anything, no mobile data, no wireless, no nothing. It just works between the devices. It also has an FM radio, so you can listen to radio. Of course, it's a Bluetooth device that can handle mobile phone calls and acts as a hands-free. And you can also bind it with other devices such as a GPS unit or other smart devices, and you can hear the instruction in your helmet, which makes things a lot more better, especially if you ride on a longer trip and you need the directions. You can get the audio warnings directly into your helmet. It also features A2DP, and you can also listen to music. So this is a hands-free kit that allows you to listen to music, to answer mobile phone calls, to communicate with other friends, all of that in one single unit. And now let's take it out of the box and take a look at it. So we get this manual, which is in several languages, and this is a very important thing. You need to fully insert the jack because this is also waterproof, and the jack acts as an insulator, so water will not go in if you install the plug properly. Then we have the unit itself with big profiled buttons, so it's easy to touch even with thick gloves. You have the power on button, volume, and Motocom button here, and under cover here is the charging port, which closes very well with this gasket. You just press it and it becomes waterproof. And also you have this jack here, and you are going to insert the headphones and microphone to that jack, while on the side here it has a slide for the clip fixture that we get here. So let's take a look at the accessories. So you get a full bag of stuff. And we get a charge cable with micro USB plug. We get not one, but actually 2 microphones. And we get 2 microphones because helmets can be full face helmet like mine here, and you can install this microphone somewhere inside here, and it's protected by the wind, the noise. It's very good, and all the people will hear you very good. But if you are using an open face helmet, then you can stick this microphone on your helmet and adjust the microphone. It also has here an indicator showing that the microphone area, sensitive area, is on this side, so it's protected by the wind. So you need to adjust this one in such way that it will be directed to your mouth, so it gathers the sound better. So you can use this with an open face helmet for better sound, because this one will not help you too much. Then you get the two earphones or speakers. Let's call them speakers because they are actually speakers, and they come with added velcro tape, because you can fix this on your helmet, and if you want to wash the helmet or remove them, you can leave the sticky pad there and take them off if you need to. And this will plug into the Motocom unit, and as the manual say, when this seems to be fully inserted, it's not, because it has this ring here, and you press it and enters a bit more hard, and now it's secure and waterproof. In the box there is also another manual. This is actually the user guide. This is just a important notice regarding the Motocom unit, but this is the user guide, and this thing is really thick and heavy. A lot of instructions here, ranging from how to install it properly, how to secure, how to install the microphones, how to choose the microphone, how to clip this to your helmet, and how to operate it, because it has a lot of things like pairing with your mobile phone, pairing with smart devices, using the Motocom function, and it's all here described, even with pictures, with indicators, and it's a very good written manual, as sometimes when you buy complicated things, the manuals are not very good and not easy to follow. And here is the clipping system. You get two possibilities to fix this to your helmet. You have a heavy duty spring loaded clip, and you get these adapters which you are going to connect here and here. One is installed and another one here and here, and now you can open the clip and clip it to the side of your helmet, the place where you want to install this, just like that. And then you are going to remove the metal clips, because you do not want metal clips around your head. And as simple as that, the clip is now installed and it's secured here on the helmet, and now you can just slide in the Motocom unit and it's fully installed. If you cannot use the clip in any kind of way, or you do not want to use the clip, or your helmet doesn't permit to use the clip, you have this metal clip with double-sided 3M tape. The producer says that it recommends the normal clip, as it's much better at holding the Motocom unit than this one, as being double-sided tape, from humidity, heat and other factors, this can come off sometime, and this is rather heavy, not that heavy, but it has some weight, so they say that it's more secure and they recommend this one than this. But they also include this in case if you are not able to use that clip, you have this option, which is really nice of them. To install the speakers, it's recommended that you remove the internal liner of your helmet and use the provided double-sided tape with Velcro and stick them under the padding and then put the padding over. That way they will not hurt your ears because you have the padding, and then route the wires as best as possible to stay away from your face, your ears. There are plenty of spaces that you can use on this helmet. For instance, I can remove a lot of the stuff inside, so I got plenty of space there, and I can stick the speaker there and route the wires through that space here and then put the padding back, clip it into place, and I'm done with it. So it's fixed there and you won't even feel it. Of course you need to do some adjustments, so I recommend you not to strip the entire tape and just you remove a small portion just like that, and this is enough to hold it temporary. So you stick this inside where you guess that the position will be. You can put the helmet on, connect it to the Motocom unit and see how it sounds, and then move this until it gets into the best position. To switch the microphone type, it's very easy. You just unplug the original microphone that comes connected. The plug has indicators to show on which side, and come on camera, it also has a special shape and you cannot put this backwards, so they thought of that. Maybe if you are very powerful you might be able to plug this in reverse, but it's very easy to observe that you have those indicating arrows and it clips okay if you don't force it, so it's the correct position. And now let's also try a quick test. I'm going to power this on and I'm going to connect to my mobile phone to see how it sounds. Well, at least we are going to try to see if we can make it sound somehow on YouTube, because you do not have your ears here to test it. So Bluetooth is started here. I'm going to start the Motocom, so I'm going to press on the power button for about 3 seconds and it should start up.
Battery 100%.
And it also tells you the battery level when you started. I hope that you have heard it. I'm going to try to make a thing. Just one moment. I'm going to move the one of the headsets near my camera microphone, just like that. And because I'm recording in stereo, I'm going to try to put that other one also near the camera. So I'm going to shut this off. So I've powered this off for you to hear it, so I'm going to start it again, and also I want to pair it. To pair it, you need to start it and not release the power button, keep it pressed, and it should take about 6 or a bit more seconds to enter in pairing mode. So I'm going to turn it on and keep the button pressed.
Power on. Battery 100%.
And now it's in pairing mode, and you have also heard the lady that it tells you the battery level. And now I should see device here. There you go, LX-B4FM. So I'm going to select that. And I'm going to pair it.
Pairing successful.
And it even supports AAC codec. If I go to settings, I can enable that for better sound quality, which is impressive. So you are going to hear some high fidelity music with this thing. And now I'm connected. And here is an audio sample. You have volume control of the unit. The volume control from the unit, I'm sorry about those wires. The volume control from the unit works for the output of the unit, but the input is adjusted from your mobile source. So if I'm at the maximum now, I'm at the maximum output of the device. But if I go in my mobile phone volume settings and I increase the volume, this thing sounds really powerful, and it should cover all the noise that your bike or motorcycle will do. But take care with that, because sometimes it's better to also hear the environment. You also get quick commands such as pause the music from the power button, and the power button also works for answering calls or ending calls. It also has an auto answer function. You can enable that by pressing power and Motocom buttons together for a bit of time, and now it blinked 3 times blue, means that when I get a call from my on my mobile phone, it will automatically answer it in 12 seconds, if I remember that from the manual. If you do not want that option, you can press the buttons again, and now it has turned off that function. As you have seen, it blinked red 3 times, the function was off, and you can always enable it back, and it's now enabled. And this also blinks that it's connected to my mobile phone. Then if you disconnect the Bluetooth connection, you can press the volume down button for 2 seconds.
Radio on.
And I have enabled radio. And then double click.
Scanning up.
It will scan channels up, and also if I want down.
Scanning down.
And it searches for radio channels. And if you are wondering about the runtime, well, the talk time, active talk time is 8 hours, while the standby is about 1 week. So this thing will go forever with our battery charge. Usually it will cover your RISE session, so you probably will not talk continuously for 8 hours, and that should be more than enough with a full charge. So that was it for now. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. If you have any kind of questions, let me know, and I'm going to try to answer you as fast and as best as possible. Also, I have included a link for the device and the place where you can buy it. Highly recommend it because it's not only very functional and very well built, but it's also very cheap for all those extra functions that you get. So it's not a regular Motocom that you buy cheap or everywhere on AliExpress, but it's actually a very well made product with a lot of functions and all work properly, and has a huge runtime and very good signal quality, very good speakers. It's all that in one just small package, and it's a really nice product. Until my next video, see you and bye bye.